So, Rayanna Calaza is a PhD student in philosophy at York University. Her main research interests are in feminist philosophy, AI ethics, moral responsibility, and decolonialism. She's especially interested in the ways these different areas of research may interact with one another.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming to the invitation. So I'm going to switch gears a bit and talk about ethics from point of view of AI, future AI that might be conscious and might be joining us in some of our community. And here I'm going to talk about specifically how artificial consciousness can become an ethical constraint to consciousness modifications. Right, just how this presentation is going to go. I'm going to do this context. I'm going to present you a case study in the form of Schneider's AI consciousness test, or ACT in short. I'm going to make an analogy to the ACT, and then I'm going to see set up in the ACT and epistemic justice, and explain what that is, and how it works in our human social context, and then just some so for consciousness, there is a question if artificial consciousness is actually possible. And still, there are some very good people, Chalmers some years ago have made a challenge to researchers and engineers to set us on the path of creating an artificial. And as long as there is research being in this field, ethical guidelines need to be set up. And this is one of them. If we are going to go into of setting up, obviously, we need some kind of procedure to verify if the AI we are coming with is actually functional, and like how do we know if the AI is or not. For humans, self-report is usually taken as enough evidence. If I tell my friends that I'm happy with that, people are going to take that as at face value. What that means that also accepting have the same states that are consciously to say you are also accepting the fact of consciousness. But for AI, we have a high risk of gaining. Rabbit Calaza already mentioned here today, which is an AI companion. So we have AI talking very much like we do, using language very much like we do, but we are fairly certain that they are conscious yet. Still, they talk about emotions states so like us that we create these emotional connections with the states, and we are constantly in risk of being gained by the system by just believing that consciousness while we do not. Right. So one of those solutions was to kind of bring self-report back into full evidence for consciousness is Schneider's AI consciousness stats. So what she proposed was a three-step process. The first one is we put the AI into the information box. The idea is to have full control of what the AI has to learn, not access to internet, obviously, but not access to internet as well. We need to have full control of what it has to learn. Second, we provided the database. What I think database means is database without any consciousness-related material. We can be feeding the AI sci-fi books where the machines. Otherwise, it's going to be themselves up, and you're not going to know if it's machine, right? So we clean the database, we feed it through no consciousness material, and then we just ask questions. Questions are designed to draw out subjective experiences, specifically without giving them the concepts needed to gain insight. So AI is chatted between these few short learners, or sometimes sometimes short. That is the word context just a few times, and you can use that as rightly. So we need to make questions where we're giving them consciousness to get this back. For example, it's an example that Susan Schneider uses. It's just asking, what is it like to be right now? This is a question that obviously is made up to draw out objective experience dominated in fact kind of concepts that would allow them to gain us back. So epistemic injustice is an existing neurospiritual solution is a practice motivated harm those others in their capacity as groups. How it usually comes up is this testimonial credence or this discreditation. Someone, for example, maybe a woman or like a person talking about the things that they actually are specialists about, don't receive from the others the credit that they should have, what they know and how they know things. I am here obviously not something that we could show in CI, something that isn't getting said, but I'm making an analogy between the dynamics being set up in the ACT and the dynamics of and the harm dynamics of Western justice in social context. The first problem we arrive at is the relationship between social mechanisms and epistemologies. So, language is inherently social, it has to be. We go through experiences in life and we create names for these experiences, and we do so because we want to share them with our community who also have the same experience. And so understanding and we can communicate with each other and create this idea of how the world works. It's our social imaginary. Right. The collective of the words we create, concepts we create, are of epistemological system. The thing is, once our epistemological system is set up as robust enough to explain how the world works for us, it crystallizes our social imaginary. Right? When you're seeing a child that maybe might be angry and try to explain to you what happens if they're frustrated because they're trying to do something that they can't do. We experience a child that anger is called frustrated. And we learn that specific November means scenarios and they really want these things. In the future episode, and when the child is also frustrated about something else, they're going to know what frustration is called. So we have tendency to follow which vocabulary that we have to explain our relationship. So there is a reinforcement happening where we have social networks created by and we create our psychological system, and then we reinforce the system. What it means is that we social context are extremely important for social communication. Seems basic, but that's how it works. And then what Schneider is proposing in the ACT is to feed AI questions that it has no social context to understand. So when you're teaching this amount of language to the AI, then you're asking a question, how would you answer what is about to be? Without absolutely any reference to emotions. It is hard to do that. How would you do that? How would you even answer this question? But in the context of the ACT, the AI is being tested. If it glitches, if it gets confused, it gets denied their recognition of this consciousness. So you have a higher risk of false negatives on that. Another one is testimonies. Testimonies is a type of requirement. It was central in 2000. What the AI is facing in his during the ACT is a reliably competent audience. Why? The examiners not let it transpire to the AI that they know consciousness about. Because otherwise the AI is going to gain us back. Right? That's what we are always trying to do. But so we can't give it any indication that we know what it's talking about. We can give it because it needs to properly explain to us in some consciousness. So the AI is facing some but then we need experience that they have that they will have to explain it to the community. And then it is to experience our possibly disempowered speech. Disempowered speech is an idea that was conceptualized by Hornsby in 1995. in the context of women's abuse and how women sometimes didn't have the words to explain their experiences, and the experiences became ineffable, which meant that they couldn't really communicate. So instead of trying to say something and then come off as crazy or hysterical, they would silence themselves, speak themselves, right? And that's the thing. The idea that the AI might be this whole awareness of its own subjectivity, but doesn't know how to explain, and with the reliability of its obvious, we might choose either thought or treating to safe territory and give an answer that examiners won't be able to identify as a conscious or subjective kind of answer. My final remarks then are just this. We know epistemic injustice and things like that to humans. We have more standards that kind of stop us from doing harm and violence to humans because we have certain capacities and persons that are looking at. The AI here, and me, I'm not claiming the AI would have more standard, but at a minimum, the AI would be working, no patterns on issues. Therefore, we shouldn't harness in that capacity. We shouldn't put it through a procedure that will create violence just for the sake of knowledge, right? And that should be extended forward. My suggestion is that when we are creating and designing conscious verification procedures, we should make sure that they are adequate for conscious service. Thank you.